Welcome back to Bloom. In today's Kids Health segment, children are struggling a lot right now. In fact, the CDC is out with alarming numbers showing a 24% spike in kids going to the pediatrics for mental health issues during the pandemic. But there's a new children's book out about how together we can make it through difficult times. Joining us now is Emmy-award-winning news anchor, reporter, and the author of Guapo's Giant Heart, Janet Zappala. Welcome to Bloom, Janet.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited about being here. There's so much to talk about when it comes to Guapo and what he's doing for kids, his adventure, his experiences, all very important.
And Guapo is based actually on a true, very heartwarming story about a baby calf with no place to live until a kind human adopts him and gives him a loving home. So what inspired you to write the book? It sounds beautiful.
Well, you know what? You have that exactly right, that he was adopted. He was out there with no place to live. And this kind human was notified that he needed a home. So she went there to check it out. They kind of connected immediately, and she took him to her farm. And that's where he grew and grew and grew. So not only did he find a new home, but he also became sort of an enigma because he became so big. You know, steer on average grow to be about 1,500 pounds. Guapo is 3,000 pounds. So he's twice that size and over 6 feet tall. But I'm telling you, he could be the world's, or one of the world's at least, largest steer with one of the world's largest hearts. He's kind, as big as he is, he couldn't be kinder, nicer, sweeter, more loving. People come out to see him and he can't get enough of them. They can't get enough of him. So why I wrote the story though is because of the fact that he got so huge, unusually large. And in the story, with the friends that he grew up with, his animal friends, they loved him because they all grew up together. They were used to one another. Then when he outgrew his digs at Lynn's farm, the woman who adopted him, she had to take him to a sanctuary. Now he's in a new venue, and the animals there are looking at him from afar and judging. And we know what happens when we judge. We'll never know what's on the inside. We judge that proverbial book. We never know what's on the inside. So it's important for kids to understand, if we instill in them those qualities at a young age, that we don't want to judge people by what they look like, because we're all different, right? We have some similarities, but we have to celebrate our differences. And that's what makes us unique and special and ultimately amazing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Guapo.
What a great message. So how is the book different from other children's books?
I would say, first of all, it's based on a true story. Very few children's books are, in fact, based on a true story. So it's about that. It's about instilling those life messages about love, kindness, friendship, diversity, acceptance. And it's also about animal rescue. As I mentioned, Lynn adopted him and rescued him, and she's also helping many other animals as well. So when people buy the book, they're not only buying a great book for the kids to share with their children or anybody who has kids in their lives, but they're also helping to support animal rescue, because a portion of the proceeds from Guapo's Giant Heart go to the Coachella Valley Animal Rescue, where I also volunteer, because they are all heart. They rescue animals, mostly horses, who have been abused, just not cared for in any way. Many times on the way to the meat market, they connect with these horses, they bring them in, they rehab them, and then they find loving homes for them ultimately. So as I say, Guapo's Giant Heart is all about heart and giving back.
That is so beautiful. You talked about not judging. What are other lessons that you hope children, learn from reading this book?
Well, a lot of kids are bullied, right? I mean, we still have a massive bullying problem in this country, and it's really sad. And children have to know, if they are in fact bullied, it's not about them. It's about the bully and the bully's issues. And the bully needs help. But children need to know that it's not about them, that they need to know that they're special and that they're strong, and that they need to understand that they have a purpose and that no one can steal their joy. And it's the same thing with Guapo. We look at animals, if you really study them, we can learn a lot about how they behave and how they interact. with other animals. And when you see Guapo, when he was taken to the sanctuary, all he wanted to do was be kind to the other animals and be friends with the other animals. He laid down, as you'll see in the book, to get smaller so he wouldn't be so imposing with his size. He tried to, run around and jump up and down and show that he was sweet and friendly, and still the animals were keeping their distance until Mabel, his best friend, the pot-bellied pig that you also meet in Guapo's Giant Heart, is also taken to the sanctuary. They reconnect, and then the animals who are kind of judging look and they say, well, wow, he is really kind. I guess we can be friends with him. But if they would have given him that chance at the outset, it would have been a lot nicer for Guapo, because he was really sad and hurt for a while until Mabel made her appearance.
Oh, this is a great story. Janet, thank you so much for joining us on Bloom today. What a great idea for a book, and what a great human you are, not only to write it, but the fact that you volunteer and that you're sharing this with the world. Thank you so much.
I appreciate, folks can get it on Amazon.com right now or at mascotbooks.com, and you'll be doing the children in your lives a favor, and you'll be saving animals.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, you can head to WFLA.com/Bloom for more information about the book, and we'll be back with more Bloom right after this.